Pa, if you can see me now, I'm sorry. So sorry. Give my love to Ma. Stibor, you stood up to them. You were always the brave one. I'll come back and bury you in hallowed ground, like you deserve.
No csak, mi van itt? Ez aztán igen, bassza meg.
Get him!
A kányba!
Yarmila, what are you doing here? How come you didn't flee like the others?
I can't. There's one of those bastards creeping around out there.
What? Where did you see him? The army has pulled out and moved on.
He must be a deserter. He keeps looking around here for what he can steal. And he looked like he was pretty drunk. You must help me. You've got to get rid of him. Otherwise, I'll die here.
Do you know if anyone else survived?
I don't know, Teresa. They killed William. He tried to run, but they had horses and they...
That's all right, Yarmila. I understand. Pa and Stibor and Sammy. They didn't make it either. I'm left all alone.
Oh, you poor lass. How can God allow such things?
You've nothing to fear. I dealt with that deserter.
Oh, thank God. I thought I'd never get away from here alive. Thanks, Teresa. If you hadn't turned up, I'd be done for sure.
That's all right. Go to Tomberg and tell the people there what's happened. I'll have a look around for other survivors. Like that.
Well, I have to find Pavlena. She got lost when we were running in the night.
It's still not safe here. Shouting like that is asking for trouble.
But I have to find her. I can't leave without her. Will you help me?
Where did you see her last?
In the woods here. We were hiding from those demons. I didn't think they'd come here, but when it was getting dark, they found us. They came upon us from behind. I think we surprised them as much as they did us. We started to run and it was horrible. One arrow missed me by a hair. I thought I was done for. I ran and then I found myself alone. I lost those bastards, but Pavlena too. I have to find her.
What was Pavlena wearing?
The same as always. A blue dress, and she had a scarf on her head.
You should keep your voice down. There could still be cutthroats within earshot.
But I've got to find Pavlena. I've got to help her.
Listen, Pavlina surely escaped. There's no point in risking your life looking for her. You think she's been hiding out here all night? Why on earth would she do anything so foolish?
No! She'd be looking for me, definitely. Or something could have happened to her. I've got to make sure, damn it. Pavlena! Pavlena! Where are you? Pavlena! Don't be afraid, it's me, Mados!
Let's see what you can sniff out here.
Seek.
Don't be afraid, it's me, Mados! Pavlena! Pavlena!
This must be that Pavlina that Mados was looking for. Dead. I should go and tell him.
Pavlena! Don't be afraid, it's me, Mados!
About Pavlina. I found her.
You did? Where? Why isn't she with you?
I'm sorry, but she's dead. They must have caught up with her when they were chasing you.
Oh, no. My Pavlena. I should never have left her like that. I thought she was right behind me. Jesus, what am I going to do?
You should flee and save yourself at least.
I don't know what to do now. Where can I go?
Go to Tomberg and tell them everything. Sir Divish will send help and then we'll come back and bury our loved ones. I promise.
All right. What about you?
I'll keep looking around for other survivors.
If I had half your courage, Pavlena might still be alive. Oh, God. Take this. Maybe you'll come across someone who needs it. God be with you.
only I...
Master Potter? What in the name of God are you doing here?
I'm trying to get into my goddamn house.
What for? You ought to flee like everyone else.
I've got coin hidden there. I'm not going to just walk off and leave it. Listen, maybe you could help me. I've heard you mill people know how to deal with these kind of things.
How did you manage to survive?
I hid out on top of the haystack until morning. Those heathens were sniffing around, but something disturbed them and they ran to the village.
It's still not safe here. Coin is no use to a dead man. You ought to flee to Tomberg while you can.
And leave my life savings to pillagers and footpads? Not a chance.
All right. I'll try and get that coin for you, but I can't promise anything. Where is it hidden?
This damn door is as solid as a rock. Once you get inside, go to the pantry on the left. There's a sack of apples in there, and the purse is hidden right at the bottom of it. Get it, and bring it to me. Meanwhile, I'll keep watch here.
There really is a purse full of groschen here. And a pretty heavy one, too.
For God's sake! Isn't it an...
Adam!
Fucking hell! Kunda!
There's a purse full of groschen here. And a pretty heavy one, too.
Show.
You shouldn't feel bad about it. He got what he deserved.
Take the money. Take it and go to Tomberg. Warn them there and tell them to send help. I'll have a look around the village for survivors.
I'll do that. Take care of yourself, Teresa.
Where is it? Where is it?
Julian? Is it you? Don't be afraid. It's me, Teresa. Are you all right?
Everywhere. They're everywhere. Where is it? Where is it?
You're one of the woodcutters, aren't you?
Yes. Yes. Cutter. Where is it? Quick! They're everywhere!
Julian, you're not making any sense. Where's what? I don't understand you.
Cutter! Woodcutter! They're everywhere! I need it!
Oh my God. What happened here? Did anyone else survive?
They came. From everywhere, everywhere. Where is it?
How did you survive? You were left here amongst all these bodies?
Everywhere.
Listen to me, and listen well. A short while ago, they killed my little brother. And before that, Pa and Stibor. I'm not going to let anyone else get killed if I can help it. So for Christ's sake, pull yourself together and get out of here, before I slap some sense into you.
I can't. They're everywhere. I can't go without it.
You asked for it, Julian. You've got to get out of here, Julian. Pull yourself together.
No. They're everywhere. Cutter!
Listen, if you stay here, they might come back and kill you. You wouldn't want that, would you?
No! Cutter! Where is it?
This is going nowhere. This is hopeless. How am I going to get through to you?
fuck off! Go on, go on, go on, go! Fuck's sake. Rushing to find this fucking place.
Henry? Right, you horrible sons. I've had just about enough of you. Hey, go fuckers! I know you understand.
There's something else I'd like to ask. Remember how we were sword fighting together? The next morning, Ma scolded me on account of that scratch on my hand.
Oh, dear. Sorry about that.
That's all water under the bridge now. I never told her it was you who did it. I just wish you could have covered my back too. She was angry that I was at sword training instead of working in the forge, and she said you told her. Your pa and Stibor were really stealing from the royal mines? Jesus. I don't think even Fritz and Matthew would take that kind of chance. And there's not much that pair won't do for an easy groschen.
Yeah. In a way, I can understand that Pa did it for us, but it was really irresponsible. You won't tell anyone, will you?
I won't, I promise. So what happened to the silver?
Pa handed it over, as always, to that slimy fellow, and he took it away. What happened to it then, I don't know.
Your pa really wanted to marry you off to Master Tobias?
Yes. Can you believe it?
And have you spoken to Master Fayfar since the raid?
I haven't. Either he's lost interest, or he's forgotten about me. Not that I'm complaining. Uncle Peshek would be happy to marry me off too, especially if there was something in it for him. I'm glad that's in the past.
Aye, I don't blame you. So Johanka and Matthias finally got together. Well, if it hadn't been for everything that happened afterwards, who knows? They could be headed for the altar. But that little intrigue with the dice, I never thought you'd stoop to stealing.
It was all in a good cause. Johanka would never have plucked up the courage to talk to him otherwise. And in the end, her harebrained scheme actually worked. Who knows? Maybe the two of them will get together again.
Bianca told me something about your little expedition to the woods. You really ran into a wolf. I thought Bianca must have been imagining things.
Not exactly. It was actually a wild dog, but Pa used to say those are even worse than wolves.
It's a good thing you were there with Bianca. Bianca told me something about your...
lad! Don't you want
She was flaunting that ring all day. I was worried for a while that she had some other suitor who gave it to her.
No, no. Unless you can count a magpie.
Going back to help the survivors. That was very brave of you. When I went back to Skalitz, I met no one but footpads and cutthroats. If you hadn't come along, I doubt I'd be here to tell the tale.
You know what our parish priest always used to say? Without Christian charity, we'd all soon be dead. I couldn't just leave you all to your fate, could I? Any good Christian would have done the same.
Well, I'm not so sure. Not everyone has your courage. Did you go back to Skalitz again? To bury your pa and your brothers?
Yes, along with some more of our neighbors. We had an escort from the retired garrison, with Sir Hanish's kind permission.
Where are they buried?
Sammy's buried near the mines. He didn't like the mines, but his grave is on the hill where I used to meet him for lunch. He loved it there. I know it's not consecrated ground, but what could I do?
God will understand. I buried Ma and Pa under the linden tree by our house. It's what they would have wanted.
Yes. Father and Stebo are buried in the churchyard in Rovna.
Once things settle, we'll be able to go back and pay our respects. And get the priest to bless their graves. I have no more questions. Thank you for telling me about everything, Teresa. I know it isn't easy to talk about.
It helped to talk to someone who knows what it's like. Thank you. I'm glad you came out of it in one piece.
Yeah, so am I. And I'm glad you did too.
By the way, Henry, I have something for you. The soldiers gave it to me when we brought you from Skalitz. I meant to give it to you earlier, but, you know, it belonged to one of the Skalitz garrison. They wanted me to have it for being brave, but I hope I'll never have use for such a thing.
Oh? How come? What is it?
It's a shield with the Skalitz crest. I'd like you to have it, to protect you, and as a keepsake from home.
Sure. Thanks, Teresa. Thanks for everything.